YouTube, how are you? It's Money Minded Michelle and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you like what you see, you stay and subscribe and decide to become a part of the Money Minded tribe. And for my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. As always, it's a pleasure to have you. So the theme of today's video is a Dollar Tree haul. Are you guys surprised? You know you shouldn't be, because you know how this lady here can't stay out of the Dollar Tree, and that's because the Dollar Tree just keeps giving, you guys. Oh my goodness, I don't know how much longer my wallet can take this or my heart, because when I see these things, I get kind of excited. It's better than a Vegas jackpot, because it definitely costs me less in the long run. And I do try to find the best and most useful and the coolest items, and I love to share and show. So let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? Oh my goodness, I have only one food item. I usually start with food, and that is, I found one jar at a store of these Pampa mushrooms. I love these. They're great. You drain them, pat them dry. You can top a pizza with them, throw them in your pasta, your stroganoff, dice them up fine and add them to your turkey mixture for like turkey burgers, turkey meatloaf, turkey meatballs. That's a little trick I learned from Rachel Ray years ago, and it adds a lot of volume and moisture to, especially to like turkey meat, which can be kind of dry. So I love the Pampa mushrooms for a million different reasons. Mushrooms on demand. That's what's up. Food adjacent, I picked up these by Chefin. This set of 4 magnetic chip clips, bag clips, to send with Jacob down to school. You might have seen a haul or two ago that I had hauled the Chicago Bears licensed ones, but what the heck, who couldn't use 4 more? These are useful for definitely more than just closing bags. They can definitely hold a myriad of papers and important things and whatever. I just thought it was a great deal, and I'm sending them on down to Columbia. Next, I found, this is in the paper goods department. I'm not sure if these were a Party City closeout, which I'm going to be coming up on some really cool stuff next, so preview. But I picked up these, the kids' disposable sporks. They're kind of little. I should have, oh, there we go. I broke the seal on the box because I just wanted to show you guys. They're pretty small. I mean, they are definitely kid size, but you know what? If you're somebody who likes to bring yogurt in your lunch, to work or on the go, perfect little yogurt spoon, little oatmeal spoon, whatever you might need, like a little spoon for. These can definitely do the trick. Plus, they're already individually wrapped. Boom, just pop one in your lunch bag and you're good to go. I picked these up for Jacob to keep in his dorm room. So I thought this was a good pickup. And also in the party section, they've got some different party goods marked down right now to 50 cents a piece. They're really trying to clear out quite a few things. And Hugo and I are planning over 4th of July weekend. We are going to be going up to Brookfield, Wisconsin. We're going to be staying in suburban Milwaukee, and then hopefully hit the Milwaukee Zoo if it's not excruciatingly hot. We don't do great in the heat. So if it's not excruciatingly hot, we'd like to go to the zoo and visit the relatives. And of course, hit a bunch of Dollar Trees along the way. But in the hotel room, we like to, pick up food to go, and we bring it back to the room and things like that. So I like to have paper goods with us. So I picked up these because I just thought they were really cute. They were in the party section. You get 16 plates for 5 quarters. I thought they were really funny. Hugo loves these. He thinks they're great. I picked these up for somebody's birthday. I don't remember, just because I thought they were funny, and I don't know. So it's kind of funny that I found them again for only 50 cents. So he was really excited. And I got the napkins to match. Awesome. And you get 25 of these. So great deal. Look at that, you guys. For $1, I've got plates and napkins for the weekend. I love it. It's awesome. So goofy. I also picked up from the party section. These were marked down, and I don't know. Don't ask me why. I'm certainly not getting married. I don't need Pubos, but they had this set of 2 Pubos, and they're the kind that you pull and tie together or whatever, and it forms a beautiful big bow like this. But you know what? I guess I could use them for gifts, gift baskets, that kind of thing. These could also, this could be beautiful on a wreath. You could use these for a lot of things, so if you're a crafter or whatever, and you don't even have to really craft a bow. You just literally pull it together and just tie it to secure, and you get a big, gorgeous bow like this. So 2 of them come in this pack. I got them for 50 cents. I picked up 2 packs. I have 4 bows. Ding. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know. One of those things where I'm like, all right, I'm just going to grab it. I know I'll be able to use it. So I'm going to put it with my gift wrap stuff. Also in the party section, you guys. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. The Party City closeouts are making me have a party in the aisles of the Dollar Tree. I picked up, you probably saw on my last haul that I picked up the pop-up trash bins. Well, I picked up one more because at 5/4, you guys, this is just amazing. And this is the recycling version. How cool is this? I'm thinking for Thanksgiving, I might set this up and, you know, for my guests to be able to easily separate the recyclables, because I do believe very strongly in recycling in our community. I'm very fortunate that in my municipality, they make it easy. They provide cans, they pick it up for you. You know what I mean? No muss, no fuss, but you got to separate your things, you know? So I thought this was an excellent pickup. Or you don't have to use it for recycling. Use it for your trash. Use it at the cookout. Use it when you go to, you know, go to the lakefront or wherever you're going to go, you know, have a barbecue, forest preserve, what have you. You got a pop-up trash can ready to go. Camping, oh my goodness. You just have to weight it down because you wouldn't want it blowing away. But yes, for camping, oh my God, totally ideal. I love it. So anyway, I picked up one more of those. And then I was super excited because I have been on the lookout for some paper goods to send Jacob with to school. I want to give him, like, you know, plastic utensils. I initially bought him like, you know, plastic plates, you know, just a set of four bowls and 4 cups. But then I started thinking about him, like, he's never going to wash them. And we are not going to have grody dishes in the room. That's disgusting. So I'm going to send him with, you know, some paper goods, you know, just in the event that they want to eat in their room and they need plates to do so. So I was excited to find, and I picked up 2 of these huge sleeves of 50 solo style cups. They're by the brand Brava. This came from Party City, you guys. These are so huge. They are of an amazing quality. All they had was this hunter green in the store. I didn't care what color they were. I'm like, these are coming home with me. These are awesome. And exactly what these guys need to have in their room, and they can use it for, you know, for whatever. But yes, I picked up 2 of these. I thought that was amazing. And then I also found these. The brand is called Go Brightly. And I picked up, you get 64 total pieces. They give you 32 forks, 16 knives, 16 spoons for, in this case, 5/4 of this Go Brightly heavy duty flatware. This is a nice heavy box, you guys. Very, very nice. I still have some of my Dixie flatware. Do you guys remember, was it last summer? I don't even remember, maybe 1.5 years ago, the Dixie flatware came through the Dollar Tree in either black or white. They had boxes of 100 knives, forks, spoons. I still have some of those. Now I'm going to keep those and send Jacob with these instead. So it happens to be in Mizzou yellow. How fabulous is that? But I didn't care what color they were. They were coming home with me. But I only found 2. So I found in yellow. I also happened to find in white. So I'm going to send him with 128 pieces of flatware. If I can find any more of these, maybe one more box would I think really do nicely. And then all he'll need is just a stack of paper plates, maybe a few napkins. Well, I'm going to send him with a couple rolls of paper towels. That should actually do it. So there, he'll be all set. That's exactly what I was looking for. So yes, and the price was right, because we know paper goods are ridiculous, and party goods and all the stuff. So wherever you can get a deal, you got to go for it. Moving on, because again, we got a lot of ground to cover, you guys. This is awesome. Just kind of a random purchase. I'm watching my buddy Stubbs right now on the floor. He is playing with his latest favorite toy, which is Jacob was cleaning out his room. And you know those, like, you know, the Live Strong type silicone, you know, bracelets for different causes. This one happens to be for heart health or whatever. He got it at school or whatever. And it was under his bed. And in the process of cleaning out his room, Stubbs found this. And now it is his new favorite toy. He loves to play fetch with it. He rolls around on the floor with it. He carries it in his mouth like a dog. He's really, really funny. In fact, I'm going to insert some footage here of me and him playing fetch with the silicone bracelets. So you guys can check that out. And so that is what inspired this pickup. And of course, it supports a great cause, breast cancer. But I went ahead and picked up this 4-pack of the silicone breast cancer awareness bracelets because they happen to be hanging on a clip strip in one of my stores. You get a total of 4 pieces here, and that makes 4 cat toys for Stubby. He's a feminist, you know. So he'll enjoy playing with these, and I will enjoy playing fetch with him. You should see how fast he runs. He's a big fella. Well, you did see just a moment ago in the video. Yeah, he's pretty impressive, right? My little athlete. Oh my goodness, too funny. He's gonna really love those. Where to go next? let's go apparel, because of course we're buying apparel at the Dollar Tree. My boyfriend Hugo really loves the boxers at Dollar Tree, which, you know, had I known sooner when there was so many of them, they're starting to get a little sparse. But I did find these by Ironite in the extra large. This is printed with like a football pattern all over football, little footballs and the plays behind that. I thought these were cool. He loves these. He says they're super stretchy, super comfortable. He loves them. He's just been really into them. So I was happy to find those. And then, oh my goodness, I could not believe my eyes when I walked into, and the funny thing is, this particular store that I went into had, they had the chick clips. They had a few other like jackpot things in here. I'll point those out in a moment, but I wasn't even going to go in there because it's kind of, it's a smaller store. Sometimes it's super crowded. I usually don't find anything. I do. Often I'll stop in there and I don't find a thing. Well, of course, this was the day that I was like jackpotting right and left, right? So I found those chip clips, and then I found this on a clip strip, the Pioneer Woman hair ties. I could not believe this. You get, look at these, you guys. They're so beautiful. You get a total, how many do you get? Is it 8? Yes, you get 8 hair ties, 2 in each of these 4 patterns. And they coordinate with, they had the wristlet bags. However, I have yet to find those. I still have not found those. Funny enough, I bought one of the wristlet bags from Walmart, marked way down. I think it was marked down to like $2 at one of my stores. They had like one and only. I picked it up. Which pattern do I have? I think it's this one. I think it's in this pattern. And it's really cute. You know, I do have it, but that's the only one I've ever seen. I've never seen from Dollar Tree ever. And you better believe I would rack up if I ever did find them. But I was super excited to find these. I picked up 3 packages. Obviously not for me, because what am I going to do with scrunchies? These are going to be gifts. I have specific people in mind for these. So I thought that was a great pickup. I'm very excited for that. Where to next? One household helper that I was really excited to find. And I picked up 2 of these, again, at the store that I wasn't going to stop in. So I guess the moral of the story is just stop in. You know, it happens to be on the way to another location, a really big one that I like to go to. So I should just stop in the little DT on the way to the big DT from now on. So that's my pledge to myself if I go to that area. But anyway, that area of the city. But anyway, I picked up Goop. The Goop. I've been looking for this, you guys, because I know this to be an excellent stain remover. It's a very good stain remover. And I remember this reminds me of childhood, because my uncle Gene, who's married to my Aunt Linda, that's my mom's sister, he was a good mechanic. He didn't do it for a living. He just did it for fun. He used to change his own oil, and he was always tinkering and fixing something on his car and that kind of thing. And they always had a tub of Goop in the house because, you know, it's an excellent grease fighter. And I do remember my aunt used to use it also as a stain remover. So how awesome that they still make the Goop. When I saw other YouTubers showing this, it made me so nostalgic. It did. It really took me places, and it really made me think of my late uncle. Uncle Gene, yes, the Goop. So I picked up 2 tubes, one to keep here and one to send Jacob to school with, because again, it's a great stain remover. It even gives you directions on the back how to use it. So it says to apply the Goop while the material is dry. For delicate items, test on a small, inconspicuous area first. Thoroughly rub it in and let it sit for 20 minutes, and then launder as usual. And it's supposed to be really, really good, especially for grease. So I think this will save a lot of Jacob's clothes. He can sometimes be an enthusiastic eater. Let's put it that way. And I know his dad just dropped a big dime on clothes for him to take to school. So we got to keep them nice and clean. Yes. Moving on. Let's see. So I have 2 categories left. Where to go? I know. Let's do personal care and like health and beauty next. So I picked this up, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys that I kind of wish I hadn't. I'll explain in a moment. I picked up this 2-pack of the bath poops because it's a great deal, right? You get 2 for $1 and a coin, making them about 63 cents a piece. I toss these at the first of every month anyway, you know, so the cheaper you can get them, the better, right? Right. Why I regret it is because I purchased these in the past, and I, for the first time, just opened and grabbed one of them. And honestly, you guys, I do not like them. They're hard. They are straight hard. This is more of like a pot scrubber than I think a body scrubber, at least in my opinion. I don't like them. I don't like the quality. I'm kind of sad that I got them. I don't even think I have my receipt anymore. I am going to go ahead and donate them. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 sets of these. So there you go. Overbought. But anyway, maybe I'll keep one just to use for cleaning the package that I opened, and the unopened ones, I'm just going to go ahead and donate because somebody might find them useful. But in my opinion, I think these are leave them on the shelf. Anyway, moving on. They can't all be winners, right? I mean, I have to say, like, most of the things I buy from Dollar Tree, I'm very happy with. But occasionally, you're going to find something that just doesn't work out, or that you don't like, but maybe other people do. You never know. You never know. But for 5 quarters, you can just try it. A repurchase. I picked up for Hugo this Fixie Sleep Melatonin. It's 5 milligrams of melatonin per, you get their chews. And he said that this is the best sleep aid he has ever used. He cannot believe how easily he loves these. He says, I sleep well. I don't have funky dreams. Because he has a rough time getting to sleep. He often has a hard time shutting down at night, if you will. So he says these Fixies really, really help him. I could not find a Best Buy date on these for love or money. So I asked him, I had found a store that had a bunch of them, and I called him and I said, what do you say if I get you, 6 bottles, which would each, there's 30 soft chews per bottle, by the way. And they are fully sealed. Here, I'll show you. But I asked him, I said, what if I got you 6 bottles to take you through to the end of the year? He said, go for it. I said, I'm not sure what the date is on them. He goes, they'll be fine. Just go for it. I don't care. Just please pick them up because I really like the Fixies. So if you're interested, they are still out there, and at least they are recommended by my boyfriend Hugo. If you use melatonin to sleep, try those. Another repurchase is the Thera Pearl Build Your Own Pack Ice Pack, or heat pack, because you can also put it in the microwave to heat it, or you can put it in the fridge or freezer to cool it. Each little individual square comes with snaps on it, so you can use them individually, or you can put together whatever configuration makes sense for your body by snapping them together. And a video or two ago, I struggled with putting this together a little bit, but once you get it, you get it. So I think it's still a really nice pickup. It's really full of a lot of gel beads, so it's really going to hold that heat or hold that cold and help you, with whatever ails you. So I thought that was a good pickup. I did want a second one. You could even use that. Why couldn't you freeze that and use that even in a lunch bag? That's an excellent idea. I might do that. I might do that with one of those. You never know. I picked up by Gurunanda the gum massager toothbrushes. It's a buy one get one free in the soft bristles. I like these. They do truly massage your gums. Very thorough, clean. I think Gurunanda toothbrushes are awesome. I love these. So I picked that up. And then you may hear I'm a little bit nasal. I was having a horrible sinus headache the other day. So much so that even my teeth hurt a little bit. It was kind of wild. So I picked up, this by Value RX. It's severe sinus congestion pain. It's acetaminophen and gualfenicin. HCl. Gualfenicin? I think that's how you say that. It's a decongestant, and it did help. It did help. It took away that pressure. My teeth no longer hurt. I was able to kind of move on with my day. So, and I was able to take this, and it didn't make my heart race. I thought because I had so much pressure going on that I'm like, I'm just going to try it and see how it is. If I don't feel well, I'll just, I was home anyway. I was just like, let me just, stay home and see what's up. And, they worked out fine. They worked out great. I was able to move on with my day. So those were a good helper. I love picking up medicines at Dollar Tree. I think they're a great value. Most of the ones that I have tried, I think work really, really well. So that was a good pickup. And these, you guys, are an unbelievable value. Unbelievable. Are you an allergy sufferer? Do you take Claritin 24-hour pills? If so, you have to check this out. By Ready in Case, a 90 tablet bottle for 5 quarters. I'm not joking. Let that set in a moment. 90 tablets for 5 quarters. With a Best Buy date of expiration is 12 of 27. 12 of 27. Rack up. If you take Claritin, rack up. Just rack up. Or at least try them. Try them for a little while, and then hold your receipt. If you don't like them, you can return them. I mean, I suppose that's another way you could approach it, so you're not wasting money. But for people who take this daily, I told my brother about it. Like, you better get your butt. He has a Dollar Tree right up the street from him. I said, you better get your butt to your Dollar Tree and pick this up. He said, I absolutely will. He goes, I thought Sam's Club was a good price. He goes, that's unbeatable. And I told him the same thing. Hang on to your receipt. Try them. Give it a week. If you feel like they work well, boom, you're good. If you don't like them, take them back. No big whoop, right? Anyway, I thought this was a good pickup for 5 quarters. So I picked up one for me and one for Hugo for us to try out. I don't take a daily allergy med, but there are certain times I can feel that I probably could use it, at least for maybe a week or so. So, it's something that I'd like to at least try. We'll see. We'll see. I thought this was good. So speaking of like sinuses and congestion, also by Ready in Case, these are the maximum strength mucus relief. It's compared to Mucinex. You get 14 extended release tabs. I saw on Erica's Dollar Tree Hauls and More on Erica Fuller's channel, she showed these and she said over and over, this is an incredible value. This is exactly like the Mucinex. I think this is a good thing to keep in your medicine arsenal. I plan to send this down to school with Jacob. I think this is a good thing to keep. So yes, I could not believe that 14 of these for 5 quarters. I mean, I don't even know what Mucinex honestly costs. I really should have looked that up, but I guarantee a lot more than that. And then finally, you guys, this just blew my mind. I picked up 4 bottles. One's going to Jake, one's going to Hugo, 2 for here at home. These by Ready in Case. Ibuprofen in the liquid caps. 160 of these for 5 quarters. I could not believe it. I used to pick up, they have Ready in Case in I think in 10 count bottles, and they've had that for a while. You used to be able to get, I want to say 40 of them for $1.25, and I used to love picking those up. I used to pick those up consistently. I don't know, maybe it's psychological, but I like this delivery of ibuprofen better than any other if I'm going to take it, you know what I'm saying? So, to find 160, and the best by date on these is 9 of 26. 9 of 26. So we've got more than a year on these. 160 count for $1.25, you guys. That just blew my mind. So there are some really unbelievable medicine deals out there right now at the Dollar Tree. I don't think I told you guys for the Mucinex, the best by date on this. Oh, of course, it's imprinted and there's no ink. Can I read it? Here it is, 8 of 2026. 8 of 2026. So we've got over a year on this as well. So you guys, if you need any of this kind of stuff, run to the Dollar Tree right now, and I hope you find it, because wow, mind-blowing deals. Holy moly. I thought the Party City stuff was good. The medicine stuff is good too. A true, sign of adulthood, I guess? Whatever you want to call it. Anyway, moving on. An item, this is an oldie but a goodie. I have somebody in mind for this. It's by LA Colors. It's the Bubble Tea Lip Gloss in chocolate. Look how cute. This is adorable. This was out a while ago, you guys. This was out a while ago, but I know somebody who likes this. So I thought this was a cool pickup. There was literally the one and only. It must have been an inventory gem. So I went ahead and grabbed it. The packaging was in good condition. So I was just like, yes, gonna get that. And then I haven't been buying body wash. I've been really, really good about using what I have in my stash. I bought Native back, after Christmas. I picked up some Peppermint Native. I had some Hey Humans left. I've been using that up. Jacob's been using that as well. I had one more bottle of the Quiet and Roar. I'm using that as well. So I'm really trying to use my product before buying any more, but I couldn't resist when I took a smell of this in the store. The Personal Care in the pineapple melon scent. You guys, this smells luscious, delicious. It smells, at least on cold it does. Oh my gosh. I'm getting a lot more pineapple than melon. I mean, I guess it has an undercurrent of melon, but it's really, you get sweet, juicy pineapple. So if you want to smell like a sweet, juicy pineapple, or if you want to use this as hand wash, that's something I've done as well. I had the coconut vanilla for a while, and that was like, oh my God, I love it, I love it, I love it. But I kind of got, I don't know, I got a little burnt out on it. So I wound up using that to fill my fill my soap bottles, for hand wash. So that's another use for this as well. It's got the Bath and Body Works kind of, quality of scent for only 5 quarters. I mean, you can fill a lot of hand dispensers with this bottle. You get 16 fluid ounces, but I'm going to use this in the shower. I can't wait to do so. but not before I finish what I'm using right now. So I thought this is a great pickup. Look for this. There's also a sugar key lime out there that I cannot wait to like take a sniff of and possibly take home with me also. So yes, I was very excited to get that. Oh my God, the pile of stuff over here. Well, it was a big pile over here, but now it's like a really big pile over here. Whoa. I've got a few more things to show you guys, and they are books. Yes, books. Dollar Tree is coming through with the books. And I love what I picked up here. This first one it's by Catherine and Ross Petrus. It says, "It always seems impossible until it's done." And it's a book of motivation for dreamers and doers. And it's a book of quotes. You know how I love a quote. "Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs." And that's by Henry Ford. "If you don't have critics, you probably don't have success either." That's Nicki Minaj, musician. "True success is figuring out your life and career so you never have to be around jerks." That's a quote from John Waters, filmmaker. So there's literally quotes from all across different famous people of different walks of life. And to gain a little inspiration, I'm going to pack this in Jacob's, in his school stuff, and I'm going to leave it for him just discreetly in his room for him on his desk. I also like that the cover happened to be gold and black, just like Mizzou colors, but just a little reminder that it always seems impossible until it's done, right? So I thought this was kind of cool for 5 quarters. Oh, what was the retail on this? See, oh, I didn't peel the label. Could I do it real quick? Retail was $10.99. $10.99, but of course I paid what? $125. Such a deal for so much inspiration in one little book. Yay. Next, I picked this up. It's called Letters of Note, Cats, compiled by Sean Usher. And it's a collection of quotes, letters, and essays, and things having to do with cats. Here's a quote. "It is our purpose to start rather small with about 1 million cats," which is a quote from Jack Lemmon. Okay, I'm not sure what the context is of that, but there's like lots of different little stories and poems and all kinds of things about cats. Let's see. "I keep looking and hoping to see him come through the cellar door, calling, 'Wow.'" And that's a quote from Gabrielle Ange Levesque. How very Francais. Okay. It's just like a lot of like fun stuff. It's just like a lot of fun little essays and things all about cats. And I am a cat lover. I love that the cover is orange like my cats. And I thought this was a great little pickup for 5 quarters. DT was nice enough not to cover the price. $15.99 at retail, but I paid, of course, 5 little quarters for Letters of Note, Cats. Thought that was fun. This looked like a really compelling novel, and I think this is going to be for me. It's called Clover Blue, and it's written by Eldana Edwards. Set against the backdrop of a 1970s commune in Northern California, Clover Blue is a compelling, beautifully written story of a young boy's search for identity. There are many things 12-year-old Clover Blue isn't sure of. His exact date of birth, his name before he was adopted into the Saffron Freedom Community, or who his first parents were. What he does know with certainty is that among the close-knit, nature-loving group, he is happy. Here, everyone is family, regardless of their disparate backgrounds. Surfer, midwife, Grateful Dead groupie, Vietnam deserter. But despite his loyalty to the commune and its guru-like founder, Goji, Blue grapples with invisible ties toward another family, the one he doesn't remember. And I won't go on, but like, wow, what's that about? It's a mystery. It's a memoir. It's fiction, but I mean, it sounds really cool. It sounds very interesting. And I thought this might be a good book to take on vacation with me. My vacation's not going to be until this winter, but I thought this might be a good one to read on the plane because, okay, when I fly to calm my nerves, I like to read some kind of physical media. I'm not somebody who wants to read on her phone or computer. I don't like to do that. I like a physical media, and usually magazines. And specifically, I used to like to bring gossip magazines, but you can hardly find magazines anymore. Or if you do, they are so expensive. It's ridiculous. So instead, a book will do. The last time I flew, I read Michael J. Fox's memoir, which I picked up at the Dollar Tree, funny enough. And it was wonderful. Really a great read. And even one of the flight attendants noticed me reading it. She's like, "Is it good?" I said, "Yes, I recommend it highly. It's very good if you can pick pick it up. So anyway, I was lucky enough to get that for 5 quarters, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to put this up and have it be a vacation book for this winter. So Clover Blue, I thought this was a great pickup for 5 quarters. US $15.95 or $1.25 if you get it at the DT, like me. Next, this was cool. I picked up 2 of these. There happened to be 2. I picked up 2 because I was thinking of Amber, Jacob's friend, and I was thinking of Jordan, my best friend Megan's daughter, and good friend. And I had them in mind. I had seen other people show this on their channel, or maybe through a walkthrough. Maybe Marina showed this on a walkthrough. She shows books quite a bit on her walkthroughs. You need to check out Confessions of a Dollar Tree Addict if you don't already. I know we have a lot of crossover on this channel. But that said, it was this called The Girl's Guide. And it's a thick book. It says everything you ever needed to know about everything. A colossal cheat sheet for your post-college years, answering all the needs of a modern woman, from mastering money to placating the overly anxious parents, from social media etiquette to the pleasure and pain of dating, and why it's not a cliche to love yourself first. A perfect combination of tried and true advice and been there tips. It's a one-stop resource that includes how to clean up your digital reputation, info on finding an apartment you can afford and actually want to live in, and why you should exercise the delicate art of defriending. Anyway, I thought this was a really cool book, and I flipped through here. There's an index in the back, and there's so many great topics: getting along with your family, fun illustrations, helping you to navigate young adulthood, A-list friends, B-list friends, and the no C list. That's good advice sometimes. Let's see what else. Credit unions, alternative banking. Little things that I just would, that sometimes you wish somebody would tell you about and maybe never did. There's a whole chapter on money and finance. I might read this book before I give it to Jordan's not going to be here for a few weeks, so I may read this first before I give it to her. Very interesting. I thought this was a really cool pickup. Normally in the US, I'm going to have to peel this. Give me one moment, guys. Normally in the US, this book would cost, what? No, what does that say? Is it $19.95? If I only had my glasses, I do. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. $17.95. Normally $17.95, but I picked these up for 5 quarters a piece, and I got 2. And this is by Melissa Kirsch. How cool. Very cool. So I grabbed those. And then lastly, I picked this up. I didn't know this was out there. It's beautiful. And I have, there's somebody that I know whose birthday is later this year that I think would love to receive this. And so I'm going to go ahead and hang on to it for them. It is the unofficial Harry Potter vegan cookbook. Look at this. It's a beautiful hardcover cookbook. It's got tons of pictures. It's by Imana Gracious and Tyler Starr with a foreword by Ivana Lynch. Look at the pictures. Holy moly. If you are somebody who likes a highly illustrated and photographed, wow, cookbook, this could be it. This could definitely be it. How beautiful. This is Dutch split pea soup. Aromatic bouillabaisse. Look at that. Look at these photos. They're gorgeous. This is such a beautiful book. Rabbit food grazing board. Fun. So it's almost like charcuterie, but, but vegetarian or vegan as it were, because it is a vegan cookbook. Wow. Great Lakes tempura. Tempura, all kinds of veg. Wow. This is a very, very cool book. Let's see. Ooh. Main feast. Oops. Look at that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think this was a great pickup. Normally in the US would be $22.99. I think $29.99 is Canada. I'm not going to try and peel the sticker at the moment and give myself a break. But of course, I picked this up for only 5 quarters. Can you believe that, you guys? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The book section is heating up at DT. If you can find one, if you can find a book section at your Dollar Tree that's not too much of a disaster, you can surely find some really awesome treasures, as well as all the rest of these things. So many useful items for myself, for my home, for the people I love, for gifts. That's why, you guys, this is why I cannot stay out of the Dollar Tree. But anyway, that concludes today's video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for every single time that you do. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I bid you